Hey, this is a quick video to show you how to do a clipping mask. First, I'm going to start a brand new project in Photoshop. And I think I'll just make it the size of a piece of paper, but I want it to go landscape. So I'm going to do 10, 11 wide and 8.5 high. That way if I want to print this out, I can. Resolution, I'm going to change to 300. It makes it a little bit bigger, but the quality is a lot better. So now all I need to do is, in this case, I want to do a clipping mask over letters. So I'm going to choose the text tool and I'm going to click somewhere in the middle and type my name. And then I use my move tool to move it over. I'm just going to shrink it a little bit. And then I'm going to double click the T because I'm going to change the font. So I'm going to click up at Broadway, which is the current font, and just use my arrows to arrow through until I find one that I really like. And for this, I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. Okay. Now it's time to choose a pattern that I want to be on my letters. And I've got one downloaded already. Here's an easy way. Instead of opening it, since I know that I want it to go on this file, I'm going to place it. So I'm going to click on Place. Then I'm going to navigate to the X drive and find where I put it. Okay, so I'm in the Photoshop Pics, Clipping Mask Practice, and I'm going to choose this one, Colorful Pattern 2. Okay, it places it right on my image, and all that I need to do is make sure that this covers up my letters. And since it's just a pattern, I'm not worried about maintaining the aspect ratio. I'd rather just keep the quality better, so I'm going to hit the check mark. Okay, so the main thing that you have to remember about clipping masks is whatever pattern that you want to use or whatever picture that you want to use has to be on top of whatever it's going into. So now that I have that placed on top of my text, the only thing I have to do is right click on the pattern and click on Create Clipping Mask. And it's done. So if I wanted to move this around, it's still a layer. I can use my move tool and I can move it like this. I could also add various things to it if I wanted to. Let's see. You can't see this, it's below the screen. But if I wanted to change the hue saturation of it, of course I could do a Hue Saturation Mask adjustment layer and change that. I could also change some layer effects for my text. So if I wanted to go to layer and go to layer style, I can see how this might affect things. I could bevel and emboss, or I could add an outer stroke. So if I wanted the outer stroke to be pink and much thicker. The reason it's showing up as blue is because I have this Hue Saturation Mask on it. So you can still do things to it if you have a clipping mask. Alright, that's the only thing that you have to remember is the clipping mask goes on top of whatever you're putting it into, and then you right click and create the clipping mask. Alright, hope this helps.